3 Habits of a Healthy Marriage. Marriage is a wonderful thing. It was God's idea, and He intended it to be a depiction of the sweet relationship between Jesus Christ, the groom, and the church, the bride. It is God's will for us to have a beautiful marriage where Christ is the head. Although marriage is God's idea, that doesn't mean it is straightforward and effortless. Making your marriage work requires a combined, consistent, intentional effort from you and your partner. Even the best of marriages can improve. Before we even begin to look at 3 of the habits that create a wonderful Christian marriage, I would like to highlight the importance of commitment. Speaking with a good number of happy couples, you would discover that all of them are intentional about making their marriages work. Both the husband and the wife are intentional and committed to creating the best marriage. You have to make up your mind to bring the best out of your wedding and take the necessary steps to make it work. You can dream and imagine as much as you want. However, if you do not take deliberate steps towards making your marriage work, you won't have the kind of marriage you desire. There are habits that you have to build with your partner to make your marriage work out. We'll be discussing 3 here. Love. Love, love, love. Every marriage is built on love. In the absence of love, it is not easy to make anything work. When we talk about love, we do not mean a mere confession of love. No. While this is beautifully romantic, love goes beyond confession. Love has more to do with expression and doing acts of love, even when you don't feel like it. God didn't just sit in heaven screaming, "Man, I love you so." God took a step. He went out of His way to prove His love to us by sending Jesus. Let your partner know that you really care about them and that you will be there for them whenever they need you. Prove this in the little ways that you can, from covering up for them in the middle of their busy schedule to helping them with chores around the house. Speak words of affirmation and be the shoulder they can lean on when they are troubled. This strengthens your bond and deepens your intimacy. One of the reasons why many marriages lose their sweetness after some years is because the partners stop doing the things they used to do together while they courted. They just get carried away by the plethora of things they need to attend to. They get too used to each other, and rather than being lovers, they become roommates. Let me speak to the men for a moment. Ephesians 5, verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave Himself for it. Husband, loving your wife is not a choice. It is not a choice, guys. It is a command. Buy her some flowers. Take her out to eat. Tell her you love her. Tell her she's beautiful. Husbands, do you know if you are not considerate to your wife, the Bible tells us that you are hindering your own prayers. 1 Peter 3, verse 7. You husbands, in the same way, live with your wives in an understanding way. There the verse continues on to say that your prayers will not be hindered. Also, wives, love your husbands. Oh, but the spark is gone. Love them until it comes back. Go dating again from time to time. Send text messages in the middle of your tight schedule. Give up other less important things to be with your partner. Buy them gifts. Keep the love growing. The only reason why the bond between you and your partner will keep getting stronger as you age is your decision to remain deliberate about loving one another. Never get too used to your partner. Don't slide into that roommate status. In your speech and actions, let them know that they are the most important person in your life. Let them know they come second only to your relationship with the Lord. Do things together again. See a movie together. Go shopping together. Prayer. The strength of a believer lies in his or her prayer life. The strength of a marriage lies in the prayer power of the partners involved. As much as it is essential to have your personal time with God, it is also necessary for you to pray together as a couple. Prayer strengthens your bond of love, friendship, and trust. Prayer puts you both in your most vulnerable state as you pour out your hearts to your Maker. This makes you realize how much you need each other. Make daily prayer a habit as a couple, no matter how short. Praying together helps you recognize the personal challenges your partner may be facing and helps you both to fight it in the most effective way. You can take charge of the situations in your home as you agree in prayers. Also, prayer is a sure way to deal with or resolve conflict. As a couple, you will struggle to go before God if you two are on bad terms or in conflict. Making prayer a daily part of your life will cause both of you as a couple to resolve conflict. Apart from the fact that prayer helps you control your home from the spirit realm, it also builds intimacy between you and your partner. The more you pray with or for somebody, the stronger the bond between you. This is why prayer partners share an unexplainable kind of love. Make your spouse your prayer partner. It's difficult to remain angry with somebody you have to pray with. Prayer helps you to quickly get over your clashes and trust God to help you live together as one. Most happy families take praying together seriously. If you want to enjoy peace, stability, and love in your marriage, cultivate the habit of praying together as a couple. Communication. The importance of communication in any relationship cannot be overemphasized. Talk to one another with respect. When there is no proper communication, actions will be misunderstood. To avoid unnecessary quarrels and disagreements, you and your partner have to master the art of effective communication. Finances, health, work, parenting, and some other issues can create pressures in your family. When not properly discussed, conflicts will arise in the home. Before your partner, there is no need to hide secrets. You are supposed to be one. Feel free to discuss your fears and those things you are not comfortable with. Discuss everything that concerns you and the family. Agree on how to take care of the finances. Plan and prepare as a couple. Feel free to communicate your emotions in a mature and logical manner. Have a time you set apart to discuss the status of your relationship, the children, the budget, and everything else that keeps the family running. Learn to understand your partner's feelings, the things that make them happy, and the things that they are uncomfortable with. You can only discover these things by communicating. Commend your partner when they're doing well. Correct them lovingly when they make mistakes too. As two grown-up individuals, resolve conflicts in a reasonable manner. Let there be a free flow of communication between you and your partner. But within communication, take time to listen. James 1, verses 19 to 20, tells us that everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. This is wonderful marriage advice that, once implemented, will change the way you communicate with each other forever. What would we commonly do when our partner is speaking? We wait for them to finish rather than actually listen to them. We are too busy thinking of a response rather than taking the time to listen. If, however, you can learn to listen without judging or waiting to jump in, communication in a Christian marriage can improve dramatically. You'll learn so much about your partner and their hopes, dreams, aspirations, fears, and feelings. You can have a blissful marriage, the kind your children will pray for. You can have a home you always look forward to going back to. You can have a healthy marriage. You can have that marriage you desire. All you need to do is develop the right habits.